Here we will have a hardcore fatal four-way match for the vacant Pitch Black Championship. The match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! At the very beginning, Lince Dorado trying to roll off the top rope. But wait a minute, Triple H catches him out of nowhere with a pedigree and launches him right over the top rope. And with a huge forearm to the back of Bobby Lashley and hitting him with several forearms to the spine. And throwing him right over the top rope. Wait a minute, Kofi kicking him right in the back. Now Kofi off the turnbuckles. And a huge drop kick, using the momentum to bounce off to hit him with a huge shotgun drop kick. And to end the combo, going for a huge elbow to the gut through the midsection, using the momentum to slide up on the top rope and a huge blockbuster. Kofi kicking him right in the side of the head, but Triple H flying with a huge spinning backhand and hitting him right in the gut and throwing him right off the ropes. Wait a minute, Kofi leans over and slips through the ropes. Triple H running over to help. And gets caught with a huge flatliner. Throwing H off the ropes. And kick to... And with a huge float over DDT. Off the ropes. Boom drop. Rolling into a top of Hurricane Rana by Lince Dorado. Sending Kofi out of the ring. And Lince with several elbows to the head of Triple H, but it doesn't phase him, and a huge right hand turning around Lince Dorado, and a huge Uranagi crushes the rib cage. But wait a minute, Lince Dorado landed up top with a huge Hurricane Rana elbow drop combo. Cover to win the match, and Kofi breaks up the pin before it gets to a 1 count. No, wait a minute, that reminds me. Forgot to grab a ref. Sorry. No, wait a minute, Lince Dorado gets slammed face first into that top turnbuckle. Over and over again. And gets put into the turnbuckle. Getting turned around. Kofi tying his arms in the ropes so that he can't go anywhere. And Kofi going up top for several punches to the head of Lince Dorado. And using the ropes to bounce back in a huge drop kick. But gets met with a baby cradle by Triple H, and launching Kofi right out of the ring and into the other superstars who will be competing in my first actual like show, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I'll explain more maybe later. But oh, wait a minute. The Almighty is back in the ring. And a shoulder tackle taking down Triple H. And a huge uppercut to Lince Dorado. Lashley hooking up his legs. And a Lashley lashing out on Lince Dorado, crushing him again and again. And now going for the piece de resistance. But Triple H catching him with a huge clothesline to the chest. And now going for, I forgot what that move was. What is it? Bobby Lashley with a huge cutter. You know, going off the ropes with a huge splash to finish the combo. You know, throwing him down. His arms coming undone, but his legs staying caught in the ropes, and he lands face first on the ground. Bobby Lashley picks him up for a huge powerbomb, sending him to the outside. Oh, wait a minute. Lince Dorado gets up on the outside. Now Kofi hits him right in the side of the head with a chair. Triple H going off the rope. Oh, gets met right in the back of the head with that chair. Kofi getting into the ring and hitting Lashley right in the gut and all over the back. Hitting Triple H in the back and throwing him out of the ring. Putting the chair on the gut of Bobby Lashley. Stuffing his arm in the bottom of the chair for maximum pain upon landing. Off the ropes in a huge boom drop, flattening both the wrist and the chest of Bobby Lashley. Taking Lashley up top, going for a DDT out into out onto the ground. But oh, wait a minute, Bobby Lashley fighting back with a huge low blow. Lashley going for a pop-up powerbomb on the top rope, but Kofi able to reverse with a huge Hurricane Rana, but hitting his guts on the top rope. And Triple H with a huge chop, crushing the insides of Kofi Kingston even more. Triple H going into the ring to be met with a spear from Bobby Lashley. Kofi Kingston limping back into the ring as Lince Dorado comes in behind him. Oh, Kofi going for the trouble in paradise. Wait a minute, Lince holding up a shield. Kofi just kicked cold, hard steel. And Lince Dorado hitting him right in the spine with that shield. Triple H up on the apron. And oh, wait a minute, Lince Dorado launching that shield right into the side of the temple of Triple H. And oh, wait a minute, another spear! Another spear to Lince Dorado, getting him out of the ring. Wait a minute, Lince Dorado coming back with a stunner. And now Kofi with a huge Trouble in Paradise. Wait a minute, it barely phased Lashley. And Lashley turning around with a clothesline, turning Kofi inside out. Lashley carrying Lince Dorado into the ring, dropping him right on his side. Lashley leaves the ring and comes back in with a trash can and throws him right out of the ring with the trash can still on his head. Triple H trying to get involved. Wait a minute, Bobby Lashley hitting him with that chair that was still in the corner from earlier, hitting him right over the head. But Triple H hangs on. That chair stuck to his head. And Lashley picking up the shield and throwing it, hitting the chair right where it can cave into the skull of Triple H. Bobby Lashley's got this one. Wait a minute, Kofi with a huge... Oh, wait a minute, he misses the Trouble in Paradise. Now Lashley catching Kofi with a huge... Hurt Lock applied on Kofi Kingston. The referee checking on Kofi. And oh, Kofi tapped out. Lashley drops the lifeless body of Kofi and gets his hand raised by the official. Bobby Lashley is your new Pitch Black champion. And now for the second match of the night. We will have the first ever Saxon WWE Women's match. A match will contain the two superstars of Brie Bella. As our first competitor will be Brie Bella. And our second competitor will be the Hall of Fame Chyna. Coming straight from the Hall of Fame, Chyna. The first ever Saxon WWE Women's match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! The very beginning of the match, Brie Bella going for a crossbody, but Chyna catching her. And a huge pop-up Samoan drop. Picking up Nikki and Brie and driving her face first into that turnbuckle. Just smacking her head first into the turnbuckle over and over again, and with a huge Uranagi to follow it up. Backing up with a huge right hand. And catching her with a huge turnaround cutter. Nikki reversing and taking down Chyna for the first time in this match. But all that did was fire Chyna up, kicking Nikki straight in the gut, sending her back to her corner. Nikki going for another crossbody, but gets met with another kick to the gut. Throwing Nikki off the ropes. Jumps over the shoulder tackle. Chyna goes off the ropes and gets caught with a huge rope. Reverse Hurricane Rana. And going for a cutter. Wait a minute, Chyna catching her. And a huge lawn dart, sending her out of the ring. But wait a minute, before Chyna can even walk away, Nikki, Brie, just stringing up Chyna on the apron. And holding her down on the ropes. And a huge elbow. Brie Bella with a drop kick. And off the middle ropes, going for another drop kick, and it lands, sending Chyna off the ropes. Wait a minute, Chyna with a huge pile driver. Chyna grabbing her and dropping her right on her neck, picking her up with a huge buckle bomb, and taking her up top for a huge pile driver. There's no way she kicks out of that. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner of the first ever Saxon WWE Women's Wrestling match, Chyna. Chyna, after the match, has ended with a huge Samoan drop and throwing her over the top rope, but she hangs on. And Chyna doing what she's already done twice in this match to hurt her even more, and a huge kick to the gut, sending her back to wherever she came from. Chyna is your victor. Here we will have our third and final fight of the show. The team of Shinsuke Nakamura and the Heartbreak Kid, HBK, Shawn Michaels. At the beginning of the match, Michaels and Shinsuke talking and seeing if they can see what kind of game plan they can get against the amazing pair of Austin Theory and the Beast Incarnate, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. The match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! And at the very beginning, Shinsuke gets met with a huge kick right to the back of the head, but Shawn Michaels dragging Theory out of the ring and throwing him shoulder first into the post. Lesnar going down and with a huge 5, sending Michaels in the ring and throwing Theory back in and another huge kick, flattening Shinsuke Nakamura's head against those ropes, against that turnbuckle. Theory standing, leaning on Shinsuke Nakamura. And Michael's going for a sweet chin music, but he hit his partner. And now Lesnar dragging Shawn Michaels out of the ring to give him a taste of his own medicine, and Lesnar throwing Michaels face first into that post and slamming him into the apron. And a huge German suplex, dropping him right on his neck. Shinsuke Nakamura finally turns around to see Theory sprinting at him full force. But lifts his leg up for a huge Kinshasa. Theory stunned. Roll up to Austin Theory 1, 2, but Theory's able to grab the bottom rope. And with another huge, and going for another huge. He went for another huge Kinshasa, but Theory ducked it, but he went ribcage first into those ropes, and it looks like he got his bottom leg stuck in the ropes. Now Michaels with a huge sweet chin music right in the ear. You already know he's going to be hearing stars after that one. But Lesnar driving him face first into the post again. And throwing him right out of the arena practically. Theory holding Nakamura in the corner with his forearm, choking out Shinsuke, but Lesnar tags himself in, and the two go for a huge spinebuster super kick combo. But wait a minute. Theory catching another sweet chin music. Lesnar got Shinsuke with a huge Uranagi. But wait a minute. Michaels just relentless with those sweet chin musics. And Lesnar getting caught in the ear. But wait a minute. Theory driving him face first into the turnbuckle and doing the same thing over and over again. And then a super kick mocking the sweet chin music. And hopping in the ring. And then hopping back out of the ring for Lesnar to tag in Theory. And Theory carefully placing Shinsuke Nakamura on the ropes. No, got him. Now he's looking for it. And it looks like he's... Ow, God. And it looks like he's got it. The 12 beats to the Baron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, Shinsuke falling to the ground at 10. I know Theory holding Shinsuke into the ropes, waiting on Michaels to tag himself in. Michaels hesitant, but he tags himself in. And before Theory can do anything, wait a minute, Theory whipping Shinsuke into Michaels. Oh, both of them being crushed into the turnbuckles. And Theory with a huge clothesline, sending Shinsuke out of the ring, but a sweet chin music right to the head of Theory. And picking up Michaels and dropping him right on his head. Michaels trying to crawl to the other side of the ring to get a tag. But wait a minute. Theory stomping on the hand. Letting him crawl over to Shinsuke to see if he can get a hot tag. Shinsuke looks like he's about to fall in the ring, trying to get this hot tag. Now Michael's leaping for it, but Theory pulling him away. Putting him right into the other corner, trying to reach for him. Wait a minute, Brock Lesnar on the outside grabbing his legs. A huge low blow to Michaels, using the post so that they wouldn't be out of the match. And oh my God, Theory with amazing athleticism, jumping the ring post with a huge leapfrog senton. And Lesnar taking Shinsuke up top. And a huge F5 off the top rope. And Theory being met with a sweet chin music. But wait a minute, with a huge chop to Michaels. And Theory picking up Michaels. And a huge down. Theory gloating. But wait a minute, Lesnar hits Michaels with a huge F5 out of the ring. Theory was too busy gloating to notice. Now Lesnar coming up behind him with a huge low blow. Low blow to Austin Theory. And Theory falling back into the unforgiving arms of Lesnar as he drops Theory right on his head and hitting him with a huge F5. Lesnar leaving the ring, picking up Michaels and rolling him into the ring. Michaels hits Theory with a sweet chin music. tagging in Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura with a huge Kinshasa. Now Shinsuke Nakamura tagging in Michaels. And Michaels with a huge super kick to the back of the head. Shinsuke hits him with a Kinshasa. Shinsuke Nakamura leaves the ring, knowing who's gonna leave this match as the winner. Shinsuke going to the other side of the ring and raising his hand high as Michaels hits one last sweet chin music before the cover. One, two, three. Here are your winners, Shinsuke Nakamura and Shawn Michaels. The two celebrating. I know they moved over here so that you could see them gloating even better than you could have before. That was the end of tonight's show, and I gotta say that was a good one. And I will be signing off tonight.